Our hymn of the day is Have Thine Own Way, Lord. Hey, it's a one-hit wonder by both the lyricist Adelaide Pollard and the composer George Stebbins. Though both wrote lots of gospel hymns, this is the only one remembered today. Adelaide Addison Pollard was born in Bloomfield, Indiana in 1862. She studied elocution and physical culture at the Boston School of Oratory, and she moved to Chicago to teach in several girls' schools and enrolled as a student at the Moody Bible Institute. Later, she taught at the Missionary Training School of the Christian Missionary Alliance in Nyack-on-the-Hudson, New York. Oh, she longed to be a missionary to Africa, but was unable to raise enough money to fulfill her dream, causing her to experience a distress of her soul. She took herself to a prayer meeting, and a lady prayed, quote, "It really doesn't matter what you do with us, Lord. Just have your way with our lives." Reflecting on the words she'd heard and her own frustrations, she went home and wrote our hymn of the day. And by the way, she did finally make it to Africa for a brief period prior to World War I, but she spent the war years herself in Scotland. Eventually, she returned to the United States, though in poor health, and her last years of life were devoted to Christian mysticism. She died in 1934 in the city in New York and is buried in Elmwood Cemetery, Fort Madison, Iowa. George Cole Stebbins was born in 1846 in East Carlton, New York. He studied music in Buffalo and Rochester, and then was a singing teacher. Around 1869, he joined the Lion and Healy Music Company in Chicago. He also became the music director there at the First Baptist Church, where he met the leaders of all the gospel music. At age 28, he moved to Boston, where he became music director of the affluent Clarendon Baptist Church. 2 years later, Stebbins became music director at the Tremont Temple in Boston. Shortly thereafter, he became involved in evangelism campaigns as Dwight Moody's singing leader, and eventually himself served as a global evangelist in the Near East and Europe. He died in 1945 in Catskill, New York, and is buried in the Maple Grove Cemetery in Kew Gardens, Queens, New York.